I'm just jumping on quickly while the kids are playing outside. I can't guarantee we won't be interrupted. um, but if you saw my last status, you will have seen that I posted about how much I love chocolate and that you should just... Sorry, one sec. Oh, that's weird. That you should just live your life and eat the food you love. And a friend of mine, a Facebook friend, I think sort of misunderstood. Maybe she hasn't followed my post closely enough, which is fine. You know, Facebook is really random in who it shows what. So, but she felt that I was just promoting eating junk food, which is not me at all. Like, if you have been following me closely, you'll know that I don't. I promote eating really healthy, like 99% of the time. But a very common problem that most of society has is that they believe that in order to be healthy or lose weight, that they have to be 100% perfect. And ultimately, this leads to people not being able to stick to their diets, ending up binging and then quitting. And then it becomes this vicious cycle of yo-yo dieting. And I was in this for years and years and years. And this isn't healthy, actually. I would say that it's probably worse for the body in some ways to eat perfectly for ages, which is obviously that's great for your body, but it's not so great for your mindset necessarily. If you feel like you're missing out on your favorite foods, if you feel like this is really hard and that you're having to like use so much willpower to try and stay on track, and you're making yourself miserable, and you are, say it's a family member's birthday and you're missing out on having some cake, or you're just feeling really stressed. So the thing is here is I am huge on your mindset, and everybody's in a different place. So like I can quite happily go for a month, 2 months with no treats. But at some point I want to eat something that's chocolate or crisps or a takeaway or whatever. And I do. And sometimes that leads into having more treats, but then I always just kind of rein it back in again and just remain mindful. And this is the whole thing, is it's about being mindful. I'm not saying enjoy the chocolate, so live on it forever and you don't need to eat healthily, because that would be a lie, that would be dangerous, that would be misleading, and that would be inauthentic of me, because I don't believe that at all. I believe in focusing your nutrition 80% of the time on foods that are really going to nourish your body. So it's really just about being mindful. It's about letting go of shame and fear and guilt and this idea that you have to be perfect in order to achieve your goals, and that if you're not, you're never going to get there, so what's the point? I quit. Like, that doesn't serve you. What serves you is focusing on the right foods most of the time and enjoying treats some of the time. And actually, when you remove that shame and that guilt and that fear and this idea of perfection, you tend to find that you don't want to turn to the junk food so much. Like, I'm not, there's a picture of me, the post I'm talking about is a picture of me like kissing a packet of Crunchy Rocks. And I'm not pretending they're healthy. They're full of sugar. Of course they're not healthy. Like, it would be crazy of me to insinuate that that's a health food and that you should just eat as much of it as you want to. Like, no, that's not what I'm getting at all. I'm just saying, if you want it, eat it, and then get right back to eating healthy afterwards. And that's a healthy mindset around food. What's not healthy is this perfectionist belief that you have to only ever eat healthy foods, otherwise your health is going to fall apart and you're going to die, and oh my god, which is how I used to be. I went from like not really caring about nutrition to then getting so into nutrition that I was scared of junk food. And that I believed, so if you've been following me for a while, I have this problem with my leg, and I got into the belief that my leg would flare up because I ate some chips or something, and I became really fearful of unhealthy food, and that in itself is not healthy. So it's a balancing act. It's about understanding the importance of nutrition. Like, junk food won't make my leg flare up, but if I consistently live on junk food, I'm certainly not going to make it easy for my body to stay in control of the infection and to, maintain its best health. So it's having that kind of rational mindset of like, yes, nutrition is everything. Something like, I think it's like 90% of modern disease is lifestyle created. So that's things like cancers, diabetes, heart disease, all of these things we didn't used to suffer with. They are relatively modern diseases, and we've done that to ourselves through eating badly. So yes, that is something to keep in mind. You want your body to function, you want to be healthy, you want to have energy, you want to be able to think clearly, then eat right most of the time. But what I was saying in that post is, don't freak out if you've had some chocolate. It's fine. Like, our bodies are incredible at healing. And I'm not trying to say just excuse it and do what you want. Like I said, this is about balance. This is about having a rational mindset about food. Like, we are surrounded by junk food. To say that you're never ever going to touch it again would be unrealistic, quite frankly. If you can do it, awesome. I'm not saying don't do it. If you can do it happily, then great. You're going to have amazing health. But for the most people, that's just not realistic. Let me just read some comments. No, and you shouldn't, hi Stacey, you shouldn't feel guilt when you eat chocolate. It's amazing, it's gorgeous, I love it. Chocolate's like my thing, if anything's going to derail me, it's chocolate. But I'm aware, sometimes I'll realise I'm eating it more often than I'm happy with, so I'll just rein it back in a bit, it's not a big deal. Oh no, that's so sad. But I would have done similar, probably, or I'd have eaten it because I didn't have the self-control. It's another topic for another day. And then I feel really shit about myself. Sorry, I was thinking about whether I was going to talk about that today or not. But in short, like things like chocolate, crisps, takeaways, high carbs, high sugar, high fat foods, they trigger the pleasure centers in our brain. So yes, it's not about self-control. It's about the fact that you've basically just ingested a drug. So I'm real about harmful foods, Of course junk food is harmful. I'm not saying it's not. And I'm not saying you should eat it all the time. I'm just saying that if you do eat it and you enjoy it and make it worthwhile and then just get back to it again, like chill. Is the whole kind of message I want to send out is chill, dude. It's not going to kill you one time. Just, it might kill you if you eat it forever all the time. Balance. We don't want to die yet. So that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to clear that up because while most people, I think, got what I was saying, most people who follow me will know that I am huge on nutrition and fitness for real health. But I'm also huge on not getting yourself into a fucked up mindset about food and punishing yourself with it or by withholding it. Like, that's not healthy either. So it's just, chill. It's all about balance. And focusing on the right foods most of the time. So thank you for watching. All of this I really clarify in my Nourish Your Life program as well. So if this is something that confuses you or you feel like you really need some help getting to grips on, then Nourish Your Life will literally change your life. So I go through 6 training videos and it explains the foods to focus on and why we eliminate certain foods. And again, when I say eliminate, I mean for the most part, but not entirely forever because that's not realistic. I talk about the mindset. I talk about like self-forgiveness and meeting yourself where you are and not setting yourself goals that are so far out of reach that then you just set yourself up for failure. As a bonus, you get a nutrition plan, you get recipes, you get my ebook, you get foods to eat and avoid list, so you've got that to refer back to. Like, it's got so much in there. And it's only £30 for August. So if you would like some more information or want to discuss joining, then pop me a message. It will go up to £75 from September. That was the kind of price I had it set at, and I thought I'm going to just reduce it because I eliminated my free group. That sounds a bit extreme. But I'm closing my free group, and I really just wanted to give people an option to stay with me. So that's why it's so cheap at the moment. So pop me a message if you'd like to join and I will give you more information. And thank you for watching.